and the UPMO, who is in charge of the foreign assisted, kakaunti lang po talaga sila. They're really a handful of engineers that handle a handful of projects, albeit very big projects, but this is also with the support of the foreign lending institutions. But I think there is great wisdom in the question of Senator Lauren, because I think that is how, even on a smaller scale, how locally funded projects should be done. From the planning stage to the budgeting stage to the procurement to the implementation and monitoring stage, we should find a way to mirror the processes in the foreign assisted projects and apply them to the locally funded projects. And that would mean obviously involving all the district engineering offices, all the regional offices. No? So yun po, and I think that is part of what we want to do, no, as the new team begins the rollout of the reforms moving forward. Thank you, bro.
Galing. Oo, kaya, yes. Oo, kaya nga eh. So, magaling yung mga yan. Kaya, hindi, magkagaling utak. Magaling, kaya, magaling yung dalawa kong yan eh. Kaya ako makulit ha, magaling yung mga nasa likod eh. NEDA at ERC yan eh. Oo. Kambal utak. Sige. Okay. International institutions can do sampling of all. Pwede natin subukan sa 2026, di ba? Para, at saka pwede nyong i-bid out and manage the third-party auditors. So, maski na maliit lang yung ating foreign assisted group, iilan, i-bid out nyo, i-monitor, oo. Sayang eh. Kasi kung nangyayari sa bansa may maaayos, di i-emplo natin yung maayos. Kung di kaya ng maliit na grupo yung maayos, at least iilang project maayos. Diba? And then I take note of your answer. Tama si Senator Ping mula sa simula na lahat ng projects naman ay dapat dumaan either sa RDC at may feasibility study at hindi naman sapat na may request ng LGU kasi maaling yung request niya hindi naman na-vet. Kaya kailangan may feasibility study talaga. Yun.
We absolutely agree, Mr. Chairman, Senator Lauren. We agree.
Isa pang napansin ko, multi-year projects. Kung hindi amend ng senator, pupunta yung congressman sa amin o yung mayors, hindi magkukusa ang ahensya, hindi lang kayo at unfinished siya. Or, ang liit-liit ng ilalagay ng DPWH, hindi na matutuloy, bitin siya. Bakit ganun? It's a multi-year project of the department. Dapat, maski wala kaming intervention na amendment, kayo na ang kusa, tinatapos nyo. Kaya tuloy, all over the country, either vertical or horizontal structure or roads leading to hinterland areas, natitigil. Bakit kami kailangan mag-amend ng something nanggagaling naman sa inyo sa region o sa central na maayos naman para sa taong bayan, kung hindi, napakaliit ng ilalagay sa NEP, pero ang lalaking budget, yung mga hindi pinag-isipan at may sponsor or proponent. Pero yung multi-year, lalapit sa akin yung LGU or congressman or even the agency, ang liit ng linagay sa multi-year, ma'am, kailangan to kasi, ano yun, mayowa, etc., etc. Bakit ganyan? Basta, maliit, ganun. Ang hirap parang wala talagang planning. Very arbitrary.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tama po kayo, Mr. Chairman, tama po again si Senator Lauren. And this is something we really want to correct. And in fact, this was one of the first conversations I had with the new Undersecretary for Planning, that in the planning stages, in the budgeting stages, we must really prioritize projects that remain to be unfinished, incomplete projects. Kailangan po, kumbaga po, in the hierarchy of projects na dapat pondohan given limited funds, dapat po inuunang pondohan yung mga hindi pa tapos. Hindi putol na tulay, putol na kalye, bitin na building na munisipyong walang second floor, baka lang. And I think marami pong putol na tulay. In fact, I saw several already in my less than 2 months in DPWH.
Yes,
Bitin po.
Bridge to nowhere.
Hindi nga, Mr. Chairman, hindi nga po bridge to nowhere. Bridge to somewhere, pero, for example po, meron po kaming pinuntahan sa Arayat. May inimbestigahan kaming flood control doon, no? Tapos, dinaga kami ng isang mayor sa isang bridge. Putol po yung bridge, kalahati. Kalahati tapos, kalahati, wala. 10 years na pong putol, Mr. Chairman, 10 years. So, kaya nga po ngayon, nagkukumaugo kami, naghahanap po kami ng savings para po sana mapondo namin yung bridge na yun sa Arayat at iba pang mga bridges all over the country na bitin. So, I mean, this is a recurring problem. It's very, very arbitrary. There's no rhyme or reason why this project gets this much, this project gets a small amount, and that needs to
There is
change.
rhyme and reason. Kung sino malapit sa kusina, Halloween na sila. Kung sino malapit sa kusina, kung sino hindi humihingi or humihinging hindi nabibigyan, ayun.
Nabibigyan.
Kaya hindi pwede eh. Arbitrary eh.
It cannot be
Dapat may
arbitrary po.
siyensya.
And it needs to be, needs-based po talaga. And I think the primary need, sabi nga po ng Pangulo sa akin, let's use all the money we have remaining to just finish unfinished projects. To complete unfinished projects. Yun po ang pinaka-importante. Thank you po.
Sen. Lauren, that's also the advice that we gave DOH doon sa HFEP Center JV kasi ang daming unfinished health centers, rural health centers, even hospital, sayang, nakabitin na for many years. Sayang.
So, actually, ipakompute natin, ayan, sa kada ahensya ng gobyerno, ang mga unfinished or tapos pero unused, nako, ilang trilyon yan. Sinayang natin ang pera. Hindi lang, to be fair, hindi lang DPWH. Okay, I was just meeting with, ayan, housing, dati chair ka, James. Si Sec Aliling, bago siya. Sinabi niya, sabi ko, bigyan mo nga ako listahan ng NHA projects. NHA, natapos yung mga bahay, yung intended beneficiaries, ayaw tumira sa bahay dahil malayo, bakit pinagawan? Pero pinasukan na ng informal settlers na hindi naman otorisadong tumira doon. So hindi naman nila mabigay sa informal settlers na tumitira sa bahay sa intended, makukuha naman sila. So we have a squatter problem in NHA and the intended beneficiaries are still squatters or informal settlers. So, if I may, there's really so much wastage systems loss, substandard, unutilized, underutilized, by running by the trillions of pesos, Mr. Chair. So, I agree with you, whether it's DPWH or DOH, which you build, or DepEd classrooms, tapusin natin our bridges to somewhere, but maybe the proponent already is not in office. Right? Ganon eh. So, that's my, I won't say yun lang, that's what I noticed. I have to amend the multi-year. Trabaho yan ng ahensya. Lalapit sa amin, hindi po na pondo, nasabihin ng district engineer at sa region, hindi po kami narinig sa central, kayo na lang po pag-asa namin para umabot yung kalsada doon. Alam yata ni Alpruto ang ibig ko sabihin, o ganon. Tapos, lalagyan ng token. Ang liit-liit amount, 10 million, 20 million para matapos. Sabi ko, siguro maski 100 years akong senator, hindi matatapos. Kasi hindi ako mihingi eh. Sabi ko, kami ngayon, kung hindi na kami allowed mag-amend, kundi institutional, wala na. So, yung kalsada, hindi matatapos kung di kami allowed mag-amend. Yeah. So, it's incumbent upon the agency, not just DPWH, to finish what they started, whether the proponent is an incumbent or not. Kasi syempre, the fact na pinondohan, at hindi to mga flood control, talagang infra, napondohan, kailangan tuloy-tuloy hanggang matapos. Huwag kami intayin mag-amend. Yun.
Mr. Chairman, we could not agree more honorable senator's observations. Kung kailangan, ang trabaho po na ahensya, tapusin kung ano ang inumpisahan niya. Unfortunately, hindi po ganun ang nangyayari. Hopefully that will change now. Opo, maraming salamat po. Maraming salamat.
Well, just Friday is the submission?
Yes, Mr. Ram, if I may be allowed to just recap or summarize po what we need to submit just to be
Yes,
sure.
please.
So we will be submitting po additional stationing for the initially identified projects and also additional validation and justification if we are able to find the justification and the validation. But we will also add the new projects po that also do not have the required detail. No, I think roughly about 1,500, if I'm not mistaken, additional projects. No, 1,514. Opo. So we will strive to do that by Friday, Mr. Chairman. Again, I will reiterate, kung hindi po ma-validate, ma-justify at mabigyan ng detalye yung mga line item, please po, we give the committee the liberty to please remove those projects from the list of projects in the DPWH 2026 budget. Second thought, by tomorrow, we will submit for the request of the Honorable Senator Legarda for the list of the districts under the resubmitted NEP, revised NEP, and also OPO, whatever the terminology is now, given what was done. Yes, of course. Of course po. We will send the document po to the chair, copy furnished, Senator Legarda. And then we will give the request of Senator Marcoleta for the apples-to-apples comparison of the HGABs 23, 24, 25 to compare with the already submitted 26.
Remember, we talked about the 2025 possible savings. You were supposed to submit per district the projects where there are issues, and you the issues that have issues with the implementation sa contractors that you may have the power to terminate. So we talked about 2025 projects funded. Either you renegotiate or you have the power to terminate if they are flood control projects or asphalting or whatever projects na questionable sa implementation ng mga contractor. And are you suggesting to terminate? Will you terminate? And if you will not terminate, what is the remedial measure you will do why you will not terminate? In short, we're putting everyone on stricto tayo ngayon, hindi pa 2026. But wala pa kayo ng 2020 pag ginawa yung 2025, pero pinapanood nyo sila ngayon at husayon yan. To terminate natin, hindi natin terminate,
Yes.
pero repeat job ito, or sige, terminate, may savings tayo. So I leave it to your better judgment, but maybe a list of that so we can also study for possible savings.
Mr. Chairman, Senator, what we can submit by Friday, I think, is the list of those that are either unimplementable already or that have been terminated already. As for those that we can terminate, this might be a little tricky because we still need to talk to obviously to the Office of the Solicitor General to determine that, and that will require, again, we're talking about, I don't know, like 20,000 projects for this year that we have to sift through. That might not be possible for Friday, ma'am, but
Whatever you can for Friday. At hindi na kailangan OSG, you have the power kasi sa Government Procurement Act, nakita naman nyo eh. At saka kung na-terminate niya yung iba, yung ibang mukhang questionable, Meron kayong power to terminate yan kung linoloko tayo at saka sinabi na ni Presidente, ibaba yung dupa, pero ang sigil pa rin niya, let's say, sa construction material sa bridge na ito,
Yes.
triple. Kaya mo yun. Hindi kailangan ng OSG yun. Oo.
Ma'am, kasi well, obviously for those that are already contracted, that was already the basis of the budget, and the contract price was already established under the old or the existing cost of materials. So there are clearly legal issues there, so we will need to talk to the OSG about that. But for those that we have terminated or about to terminate for costs, we can provide that list by Friday.
Perhaps we can generate reports since from your district engineers or from our people on the ground, yung mga sumbong sa Senado na mga dapat i-terminate. I mean, without looking at political color, of course.
Yes, we can, marami pong sumbong, kung sumbong lang po ang pag-uusapan. No, sa sumbong sa Pangulo po, I think 20,000 na yung nagsumbong doon. No, but again, that will require some time to sift through. But finally, Mr. Chairman, ma'am, the last thing we will submit, which is very important, is the revised CMPD, the revised cost of materials. And then the estimated potential savings for 2026. So we will submit all of those by Friday, Mr. Chairman, Senator.
Nomenclature that's allowed in the GAA for school buildings and classroom that will still fall under your department.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So which is multipurpose buildings / school building. Yes. We will
Huwag
provide
na
that as well.
gamit kasi hindi bawal yun.
Opo.
Para wag nang ililipat tapos babalik.
Tama po.
Yeah, mas efficient.
Tama po.
Yeah.
Thank you
And,
so much po. Opo.
Sa lahat ng nanonood po, hindi po namin kayo, sa mga tanong po namin na inaaral namin ang budget, hindi po namin kayo pinahirapan. It's really, we take seriously the mandate and yung pronouncements ni Presidente na ayusin, limited ang fiscal space. Nakita natin, dahil sa eagle eyes ng chair, naparami. Diba? Naparami ang classroom, naparami ang kilometro ng FMR, naparami sa pagtutulungan ng lahat. So, we're here to help. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the patience of Sec Dizon and the whole team. Mr. Chair, salamat.
Thank you. There being no further questions, the budget of the Department of Public Works and Highways is now deemed submitted for plenary's consideration, subject to the discussion and the submission of documents requested. So maraming salamat, Secretary. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat po. Thank you so much.